What we have here is an X320 John Deere lawn mower. What I'm going to do today is I put the filter on. It had 439.1 miles in 11/30 of 2000 looked like. So at 515 hours on it. Now we're going to change the oil and get it ready to go to its new home. Let me set you up. Camera's right there, maybe. See what can happen. I used to be a John Deere tech years ago, before they started making them out of plastic. So things has changed a lot, but oil change is oil change. On this model, we have a drain right here. So I've already acquired a sealed container. You can see it's brown, but it's not bad. I can still see through it. But every time this thing mows your yard, it mows about 2 acres. That's keeping my stepdad's place mowed and mowing my yard. Mine's just 9/10 of an acre, but I don't mow all of it. So yeah, he's got an acre to acre and a half full of yard that we mow up here. And the lights sure help in the shop, even during the day when it's sunny and partly cloudy. I mean, I didn't have this much light at the John Deere place I worked at, except for the drop light. I did run the motor and warm it up a little. It's about 40 degrees outside, a little bit of a breeze, but this mower's done sold. We used it for a few years. I don't know how long I had it. Probably a good 6 or 7 years anyway. Well, I remembered that pan won't stay there by itself. You gotta hold it. I didn't grab it, but I do have a block of wood that I cut to stick underneath my pan. It would sit there and hold it. But guess what? The difficulties of filming something, I didn't grab it. Anyway, I'll bring you back in a minute after I get this drained out. And that's what outside looks like today. I'll be back. I have an oil filter wrench here. Goes just on there like that. Ugga dug. Nice clean looking oil, not real dirty. Pretty happy. Okay, so now you can see and highlighted in the pink, it's going to take 2.1 quarts of oil to fill this. I got our filter on, kind of cleaned up a little bit. Let's see. My stepdad believes if it's John Deere, he gets John Deere oil. If it's John Deere, he gets John Deere parts. And that's totally fine with me. I know how to take it apart and put it together that way. If you don't have a service manual like this that comes with the equipment, you can look the stuff up online. Other thing is if you get a mechanic's book, you can take this whole thing apart and put it all back together. That book will tell you everything about it there is to know. Rear axle, deck, motor, every nut and bolt. So, you can see she's a little cold. That's 10:30. So it's going to take a minute to get down in that motor. Like I said, 2.1 is not very much. That's the reason why I cut the gallon jug. I knew it would fit. Liquid gold. I did think about you. I didn't make you wait for me to have to take the cap off. I know a lot of my videos go long. A lot of them I don't talk. But stepdad's not quite able to get around anymore to do this stuff. Otherwise, he'd be doing it himself. He might have me come watch him, but he would do it. Was he 75? Something like that, 75 or 76. Now, I already had this one open from previous oil changes, so you can kind of see my marks right here, how much oil I got in there. So that's from 12 to 9 ounces, or 12 to 8 ounces. So that's about what I'm going to put in there. It'll be a little on the full side, but not enough it'll blow out the gaskets. And you can see kind of holding it flat. We're right there at the 8. So we should be good. John Deere Tech taught me that years ago. Said, just stand them up there and let them drain while you take a break. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a break, let that drain a little more. I just like to get all of it out of the bottle because who knows where that plastic's going to end up, and it's going to have the oil residue inside of it. I know that's a little counteractive from what a lot of people think, but the other side of the story is I might not follow that every time, but I try to. Especially with somebody else's stuff, I want to make sure it's right. I mean, I have no doubt I could start this motor and it'd be plenty fine. I'm just talking about getting the oil out of them bottles. Sometimes them bottles get washed out and used for something else later down the road that we don't even know about. Or they get incinerated and then it just goes into energy. Anyway, I'm rambling, you know. I'll get back off of here and we'll drain these 2 cans and then I'll show you the startup. I'll put you on the exhaust side so you can see if it smokes when it fires up. Granted, this thing, it don't take much choke to flood one if you try. And you don't have to try long, just about half a second on the choke switch too much and it'll foul a plug. So anyhow, here we go. Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh, time out. Put that back on there. Well, just about like that. No oil leaks. I got a little mess to clean up on the concrete, but if I ain't got a mess to clean up, I ain't doing nothing. So anyhow, guys, that's what I did today. We'll catch you on the next ones. Thanks for all the new subscribers. Thank y'all so much. MT Homestead, I love you guys. You help me so much. Thank you so much. Y'all have a good day. Hey, be kind to each other. If you can, help somebody out once in a while.